So looking at this eclipse and looking at where it's happening in the sign of Aquarius, right? It's Aquarius season, isn't it? And 17th is still Aquarius season. Happy birthday to all you Aquariuses. There's an eclipse on the 17th. This is going to bring about many different changes that you're going to have to face, possibly things you're going to have to look at, especially those born on the 17th. Maybe these are changes that are going to create a better place as you move forward, but you need to make the right choices, right? And if we look at that and we look at the eclipse happening and we look at who Aquarius is associated with right now, it is the planet of Uranus. Uranus is unique. It is different. It is doing things differently, sometimes even against the grain. Sometimes it's shocking. Sometimes it's revealing. Sometimes it's looking at something from a different perspective or gaining a different perspective so that you can move it forward. Okay, Uranus is all that. And in its negative parts, it just brings in shock. It brings in, like, hey, imbalances, because it does run in a different axis. Uranus doesn't, its axis is slightly different than the rest of the planets, the way it stands in its axis, right, in the solar system, right? If you're looking at it, I mean, if you're an astronomer, I don't know too much of it, but I do know that part. So then we have Pluto. You're thinking about Pluto. Pluto's about death, rebirth, change. It is about the scorpion. It is about the Sphinx. Not the Sphinx, I mean the Phoenix. I don't know why I took out Sphinx. But anyway, it is about the Phoenix, right? Rising above it all and learning to adapt and change and not letting anything hold you back. Combined with Uranus, combined with the solar eclipse, this is all a combination that is going to affect us all. I know a lot of people say, well, it's not happening here, so it's not going to affect you. A solar eclipse is a very strong energy. It can affect you no matter where you're at. If it's affecting one part of the world, you can be sure it's going to affect you, like everything else that happens in this lifetime, right? So we got to take all that into consideration and figure out what is it going to bring forward. What is this solar eclipse going to bring forward? What is something that we need to face in our life? See where Aquarius is in your chart. Definitely see where the solar eclipse may be falling in your chart also. I don't know. I don't know if you can even figure that out. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer, but I do know the energy behind the planets. I can look at a planet and tell you exactly the type of energy that it has and the type of energy that may come out from it, right? Because I look at things energetically, okay? With my spirit, with my intuition. So this is all about change, erraticness, surprises, maybe things brought to the table so that we can make a change or so that we can face and see the reality. Because sometimes Uranus can be, and it can be illusional, it can. Not disillusion, it can be, it's almost like Neptune. Neptune too has that energy of illusion, but it also has that energy of finding yourself through that illusion. You now top off Uranus, it has that energy of illusion, but at the same time, it has the energy of unpredictability. So those are the things you need to look at, and those are the things you need to focus on, and you need to understand that the solar eclipse, no matter where it's happening, it's very strong energy, and sometimes what it does is to open certain truths or show certain things or situations in our life, situations in the world, situations in our government, relating to other governments too, because they kind of interact if you're not seeing the bigger picture of things right now, and finding out things that were hidden and things that somehow we need to regulate or pay more attention to. So look at the energy before and after, because eclipses have that much. That's the strong energy that it puts out, right? Anything with the sun is strong energy. Remember, the sun illuminates the moon. The moon is just a rock. The sun is shining its light through the moon, gives the moon that energy, right? So these are all the things that you need to be aware of, and at the same time that your intuition guide you, because you have your own, how do you say it? Compass. You were born with a compass. It's your intuition. use it. Love and light.